Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you're still not enough? Like your mistakes define you and every flaw makes you unworthy? This is the story of a woman who believed that until one rainy afternoon, something changed. My name is Alina. I grew up in a small mountain town called Winfield, where the fog rolls in quietly each morning and the trees whisper old stories if you know how to listen. I was the kind of girl who always did everything right. I got straight A's. I never missed homework. I smiled when spoken to. I followed all the rules, but not because I was brave. I was scared, terrified, actually, of doing anything wrong. When I was little, if I broke a plate or misspelled a word, I would cry in secret because I thought if I made mistakes, people would stop loving me. So I worked hard, harder than anyone I knew, to be perfect. And for a while, that worked. People clapped, teachers praised, friends admired. But inside, I was tired, exhausted from pretending I had it all together. After college, I became an art teacher at a local school. And every day, I told my students, be creative, try, explore. But I never really allowed myself the same. I painted, yes, but only when I knew it would turn out well. I avoided risk. I avoided failure. And in doing so, I avoided life. Then one day, something happened. It was raining outside, softly tapping on the windows like a shy visitor. The school halls were quiet. My students had left, and I stayed behind to clean the art room. As I bent down to pick up a broken clay pot, I noticed someone standing by the doorway. It was Mrs. Kayla, the school gardener. She was in her late 60s, wore boots even on sunny days, and always smelled faintly of lavender and soil. She smiled gently. That one looks like it had a story, she said, nodding at the cracked pot in my hand. It's ruined, I replied, turning it around. I'll throw it away. She tilted her head. Or you could come with me. Curious, I followed her outside. The rain had stopped, but the earth still smelled sweet. We walked to the garden behind the school. It was quiet, peaceful. Kayla led me to a row of colorful flowers blooming beside a stone path. She pointed to them. Do you see these? I nodded. Every one of them grew because of a broken pot. I looked at her, confused. She smiled, eyes soft. Years ago, I used to carry water with an old clay jug that had a crack. Each time I walked this path, water would leak out just a little. I didn't notice at first, but weeks later, I saw flowers blooming only on this side of the path. The cracked pot spilled just enough to feed the seeds hidden in the dirt. And now, look at this beauty. I stared at the blossoms, orange, yellow, purple, alive, all because something was broken. Kayla placed a gentle hand on my shoulder. You don't have to be perfect to be beautiful, Alina. Her words landed deep, like they'd been waiting to reach me all these years. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about the pot, the water, flowers, and my own life. All the times I held back from speaking, from trying, from failing, all the dreams I left unopened because I feared they wouldn't come out perfect. The next morning, I did something I hadn't done in years. I pulled out a blank canvas. No plan, no sketch, just a brush. I let my hand move, let the colors flow. And the result, it was messy, unbalanced, uneven, but it was alive. I cried when I finished, not because it was bad, but because, for once, I let go of needing it to be good. From that day, I changed, not overnight, not completely, but slowly. I started painting freely at home, at school, even outside in the park. I told my students the story of the cracked pot. Some of them nodded, some smiled, some even cried, and slowly they began creating from a new place too, a place of courage, not fear. Months passed. I held my first small exhibition at the town library. My favorite piece, a painting of a cracked jug with flowers blooming from the ground below. I titled it Spilled Beauty. A few people walked by without noticing. Some paused for a moment, but one girl around 10 stood in front of it for a long time. Later, she came to me. I make a lot of mistakes, she said softly, but I think maybe they're helping something grow. I smiled. Tears pricked my eyes. They are, I whispered, more than you know. Now, whenever I feel that old voice whisper, be perfect, don't mess up, I look at that painting, at the path of flowers in the garden, at the students who create bravely, not flawlessly, and I remind myself I am not perfect. So what? Because sometimes the cracks we try to hide are the very places where the light gets